I never thought I'd be the guy whose marriage blew up like this. 8 years with Lauren. 8 years of what I thought was love and commitment. Then one night, over dinner, she dropped a bomb on me. "I've been thinking," she said, her voice unusually cautious. "I love you, Ethan, but I feel like our relationship could use a change. What if we tried an open marriage?" I put my fork down, staring at her like she'd grown another head. "An open marriage?" I repeated, my voice steady, though inside I was reeling. She nodded, leaning into the idea like she'd rehearsed it. "It's not about not loving you. It's about exploring things we haven't. People say it can actually make relationships stronger." I didn't know what to say. My wife, the woman I'd built my life around, was asking me to share her with someone else. I told her I needed time to think about it, but in truth, I already knew my answer. For weeks, it ate at me. I'd see her scrolling on her phone, hear her laugh at something I wasn't a part of, and wonder if she was already halfway out the door. Finally, I told her no. "I can't do this," I said. "If we're having problems, we fix them together, not like this." She seemed to accept it, but something between us shifted. She became distant. She started going out more, claiming it was just girls' nights or work stuff. At first, I believed her, but then little things started adding up. She was glued to her phone, dressing up more, even for casual outings. One night, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the counter. I don't know what compelled me to look, but when I did, my stomach dropped. The message read, *, "Last night was amazing. Can't wait to see you again, babe." *. I felt like the air had been knocked out of me. My hands shook as I scrolled through the messages, each one another dagger to the heart. Lauren wasn't just seeing someone. She'd been seeing him for months. I didn't confront her right away. I needed more. So I hired a private investigator, someone who could give me undeniable proof. And he did. Photos of her sneaking into hotels, call logs, receipts. It was all there. One night, when I couldn't hold it in any longer, I confronted her. She walked into the living room, and I laid everything out on the coffee table. The photos, the text, the receipts. "What's this?" she asked, her face going pale. "You tell me," I said, my voice colder than I'd ever heard it. She tried to deny it at first, but the evidence was too damning. Eventually, she broke down, sobbing and begging for forgiveness. "I didn't mean for this to happen," she said. I needed something more." "Something more?" I snapped. "You couldn't talk to me about that? You had to sneak around, lie, and cheat? You could have left, Lauren. You didn't have to destroy us." She begged me to reconsider, promised she'd end it and that we could fix things. But there was nothing left to fix. I told her I was filing for divorce. The divorce process was a war, but I made sure I came out on top. My lawyer used the evidence of her affair to secure me the house, the bulk of our savings, and custody of the dog we'd raised since he was a puppy. Lauren was left with almost nothing. But I wasn't done. Her affair had been with a married colleague, and their company had a strict ethics policy. I sent the evidence anonymously to their HR department. Within weeks, both Lauren and her lover were fired. Her reputation crumbled. Our mutual friends took my side after learning what she'd done. Even her family struggled to defend her. And her lover? He dumped her, scrambling to salvage his own marriage. By the time the divorce was finalized, Lauren was living in a tiny apartment, jobless and isolated. She reached out a few times, apologizing and asking for another chance, but I never responded. It's been months now. I still think about what happened, but the pain isn't as sharp. Therapy has helped me see that her choices weren't a reflection of me. They were her flaws, her selfishness. As for Lauren, she got what she wanted, freedom, but it cost her everything. Looking back, I'm grateful I walked away. Betrayal changes you, but it also forces you to grow. I don't know what the future holds, but I know one thing. I'll never settle for anything less than honesty and respect again.